When somebody loves you, it's no good unless he loves you all the way. Happy to be near you when you need someone to cheer you all the way.
Hi, this is Chuck Lavazzi. Welcome to Chuck's Culture Channel. I am talking today with singer Jeff Harnar about his show The Second Time Around, coming to the Blue Strawberry here in St. Louis on August 8th, 2025. It's a show featuring the lyrics of Sammy Cahn. Now, you might not recognize Sammy Cahn's name, but I'd bet good money that you know a whole bunch of his songs. Let's talk about that. So, Jeff Harnar, you, Sammy Cahn, and a couple of really strong guys backing you up as music director and director. Tell us a little bit about the show and let's start talking about Sammy Cahn, because I'm not sure how many people really know his work.
Yes, I will say that when I told my parents 25 years ago that my next show was going to be a tribute to Sammy Cahn, they said, who? He is not one of the household names, and yet everybody knows his songs. He put more words into Frank Sinatra's mouth than any other songwriter. He had 26 Academy Award nominations. He won 4 Oscars. He won an Emmy for the song Love and Marriage. He wrote during World War II a catalog of songs that really captured the emotional climate of the country at war. But I think probably most people recognize those Rat Pack songs: Come Fly With Me, Ain't That a Kick in the Head, All the Way, My Kind of Town, and on, time after time. There's so many by Mir Bistashane. Teach Me Tonight. There are so many. I mean, when I started listing the songs to my parents, they were like, oh, of course we know who that is.
Well, and of course, The Second Time Around. Lovely lyric.
Yes.
Love is for you the second time around.
What are you doing on August 8th? Do you want to come on and join us? Yes, the show is called The Second Time Around because Alex and I first did the show 25 years ago, and we recorded an album which came out on Jerome Records, and it was called Jeff Harnar Sings Sammy Cahn All the Way. And that label shuttered its doors that first year. Ain't that a kick in the head? So PS Classics last year said, why don't we not just remaster it and re-release it, but let's reimagine it. So there are 6 new vocals on the album. There are 3 new duets with wonderful guest stars and a new title, and several corrected pronouns that I wasn't brave enough to sing 25 years ago. But that's why it's called The Second Time Around, in addition to that being an extraordinarily lovely, lovely song.
Yeah, it really is. So what actually inspired you to do the Sammy Cahn tribute? I mean, there are a lot of great lyricists out there, but Sammy's really one of the best. But what led to you doing the show?
Well, I love his sense of humor. His heart is evident, and those are probably the songs he'll be remembered for. But as a cabaret singer where the lyrics are really the script, I'm always looking for someone who has not just the love songs, but also the humor. And he was wickedly funny. We do some of his song parodies in the show. And he's somebody that I met. I mean, Alex and I were very lucky. Alex and I just celebrated 42 years of working together. And when we did our Comden and Green show, Comden and Green were alive, and when we did our Sammy Cahn show, he was not. But we had made a connection with him. We did a Warner Brothers songbook show, and that attracted his attention because of his songs for Warner Brothers that got featured in the reviews. And I actually read a fax that he sent to me at the Algonquin Hotel that was quite charming. Basically saying that the song all the critics were writing about, he said, if you put a gun to my head, I wouldn't know it. But he said, you have very good taste, because I looked at it and I like it.
Oh, that's great. That's a great thing to hear from the man.
It is. Yeah. And I did get to meet him at, we were both on the bill at Cole Porter's 100th birthday at Carnegie Hall. So I did get to go up and talk to him for a little bit. He was a character.
Yeah. And of course, you make a good point. Cabaret is to a very, very large extent about the lyrics because, as you say, they're the script.
Yes, and it won't just be Alex and me on the stage. We are going to have three local musicians up there with us. So I will be surrounded by a quartet. I can't tell you all their names because two of them aren't confirmed, but Ben Wheeler will be on bass with us. And then the show was directed by Barry Kleinbort, who's extraordinarily wonderful. And Alex Rybeck will be my music director and arranger at the piano and joining me in some duets.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Let's talk about those guys for a minute. I mean, I know Alex because I have not only seen him on stage, but he has taught at the St. Louis Cabaret Conference many times. So I know him from there. I don't know Barry Kleinbort's work, but based on his bio on the internet, he looks to have some pretty spectacular creds, and put him together with Alex, and it seems to me you've got an unbeatable team helping out.
Well, I certainly surround myself with the smartest, best that I can afford. I love working with Barry because he is so smart about the dramaturgy of, hopefully it will just seem like a good time for an hour, but there actually is a very subtle structure. We are taking the audience on a journey. There is definitely an arc to the show, and Barry is very mindful about that. And he's also a great font of finding the lesser known songs, which are fun to include with all the hits. And then Alex as an arranger is, I think, equal to none. I was very lucky to find him 42 years ago and very lucky that I'm still working with him. I would not be in New York City singing if I had not met Alex Rybeck. I firmly believe that he helped me find my singing identity. Myself on stage through song, which is a remarkable thing. I came to New York hoping to find someone like Barbara Cook's Wally Harper. I knew that this man, Wally Harper, created her cabaret persona. And I thought, those arrangements, the way they together reinvented songs that you thought you already knew or made you hear the lyrics in a way you never had before. It was my dream to find someone like that. And Alex was my first music director, and he's the first to last.
I'm not sure how many people realize how important the music director is to a cabaret show, not just because of the arrangements, but because of what that person brings to your interpretation of the song. I think it was Lena Katrakos who once said that having a music director was like having your suit custom made for you versus getting something off the rack.
She's exactly right. And I love Lena. And I would even say, I can tell Alex, oh, I've been asked to sing, I've got you under my skin. And he will say, he will know, because he knows my heart and my soul and my brain. He will know how that might come through me and in the right key. I mean, it's very symbiotic working with him. It is like having a bespoke tailor musically.
Yeah. Now your show is going to be here at the Blue Strawberry, August 8th of 2025. Has the show been around for a while or is it new? I'm just curious.
Well, we first did it 25 years ago, and then we dusted it off last year when the album was re-released, and we did 54 Below, and I don't know, did we do it anywhere else? I guess we repeated it at Birdland. And my guest artists who are on the album appeared with me. So if you listen to the album, you'll hear duets with the wonderful Clint Holmes, Grammy winner Nicole Zaritis, and then this spectacular trio of identical triplets from Kenya, Moipe, joined me in By Birmbis to Shane, which we rejiggied with a little Swahili. We tried to figure out what girl group could bring, the Andrew sisters made it famous in the 40s. So how could we bring that song into the 21st century and make it a little unique? And Alex and the girls put their musical imagination together, and the girl's mom gave us By Mir Mr. Shane in Swahili. This is so It's worth hearing the album just to hear hear that. Anyway, it's a multilingual show. We've got some Yiddish and some English.
Okay, so and it's going to have an actual dramatic arc as a good cabaret show does, and we can thank Barry for that, I guess, to a large degree. It sounds like the show has, in fact, changed and morphed over the years as you've done it.
I'll tell you, one of the most wonderful things as a cabaret performer, and Julie Wilson was the great teacher for me. So Alex and I first performed Time After Time. I can go through actually the whole song list, but all the way, Call Me Irresponsible. We first performed these songs 25 years ago when I was in my 40s. And by the time I reach Blue Strawberry in August, I will be 66.
Okay.
And the meaning of these lyrics in my 40s is very different now that I'm in my 60s. I have lost my parents in those intervening years. A lot of life has happened. And these songs are deeper and richer to me, a kind of thing that I, couldn't rehearse when I was in my 40s because it's the life I get to bring to these lyrics now. So yeah, in that way, the show feels very new because the lyrics all resonate quite differently.
Well, cabaret is a very personal art form, and your life experience is part of what is on the stage. And I know I have seen some young singers perform songs that technically they were fine, but I look at them and I think, you're like 20 years old. I don't think you really understand what this lyric is about, bless your heart.
Yes.
So,
I used to be one of those singers. I met a wonderful teacher, Sarah Louise Lazarus, who has also directed many of my shows, and she was the one who said, I was 24 and singing a song called If I Love Again, and she said, "How dare you? You look like you're 19. If I love again, how dare you?" So I do know that I need to be a reliable, believable narrator for the lyrics that I choose to sing.
well, that
Sammy Cahn's given me, just a trunk full of great ammunition.
Well, here in St. Louis, it's going to be August 8th at the Blue Strawberry Showroom and Lounge. And everybody out there, if you want to get more information, go to bluestrawberrystl.com and check it out. Jeff Harnar, thanks for taking a few minutes to talk to me about this show. It sounds terrific. I plan on being there.
I can't wait to see you there. And thank you, Chuck, for shining your very attractive spotlight our way. Appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Jeff. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh.